Now what you're gonna do is run at the wall between platforms 9 and 10, like this. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna recreate the platform 9 3/4 effect from Harry Potter. So grab your Hogwarts uniform and let's get started. First, find the wall that you want to go through. Set up your camera, then run up and jump at the wall.
That'll never not be funny.
I know. After that, make sure to step out of the frame to get a clear shot of the wall without you in it. When you're done, you should have 2 clips, one of you running at the wall and jumping, and one of just the empty background. Now let's start editing. I'm gonna edit this in real time so you can just follow right along with me. So first thing we're gonna do is open up CapCut. Select New Project, and then you wanna select the footage of the empty background, so the wall without you in it. And because mine's super short, I wanna extend it, so I'm gonna click on it and then just go to Freeze, which adds a freeze frame or basically a screenshot, and then you can extend it as long as you want. So I'm just gonna move this up to 10 seconds-ish, 11, and then click off of it and go overlay, add overlay. Now you can select the footage of you running towards the wall and jumping. Awesome, use 2 fingers to drag it up to scale until you see that white edge around the border. And now we're ready to start. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna find a spot when you're running, I'd say about 1 step before you get to the wall, and we're gonna split the clip. So now in the second clip with the jump, we're going to go to Cutout, Remove Background. This does exactly what it says. It removes the background, almost as if it was a green screen without actually needing a green screen. So it'll just be the cutout of you left. But because we have the blank background behind it, it looks like the background's still there. But if you were to get rid of that, I'll just show you. Then you can see it's just a cutout of you. All right, we'll bring that back. We're going to go to our last step before the jump, so about here. And just as you're starting to jump up, we're gonna press the diamond keyframe button here to set the position and scale, and then move it just to about the peak of your jump here. Yeah. And we're going to scale it down. So you want to shrink yourself down, try and keep it about centered. This way it looks like when you're jumping away, you get smaller on the screen, so this makes it look more realistic. So, there we go, perfect. Let's scroll in using 2 fingers. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to set a mask keyframe. So, right when you get to the wall about here, we're going to go, I'm just gonna set another keyframe, and then we're gonna go to Mask, and you wanna select Circle Mask. This creates a circle. We're gonna feather out a little bit using this arrow, just a tiny bit, and use the side arrows to make it bigger. You wanna be centered in it, so it's just covering all of you. Good, and then we're gonna go to our third keyframe that we have here. And with the mask, we're gonna shrink it all the way down. Make sure it's centered over your body still, otherwise it'll look weird. So make sure it's in the center of your back, about as close as possible. And we're gonna shrink both sides, if it'll let me, down, and sometimes CapCut is just glitchy. That's just the way it is. There we go. Okay, so tiny, tiny little circle. Basically, you want yourself to disappear. Let's see how that looks. Good. Oh, you can see we're disappearing here, so I'm just gonna go to this keyframe and bring the mask all the way out. I don't want to cut ourselves off. There we go, into the wall. One last detail we're gonna do is just hide this cut between where the background is real to where it's the empty background. It doesn't actually look that bad. There's a very subtle color change, and you can see in the reflection of the windows. So what we're gonna do is move this clip down 1 layer. So press and hold. You can shift it down. Just make sure you're not moving it over like this. You wanna keep it exactly where it was. And we're gonna extend the one behind it a little bit. So until, I'd say, our first keyframe here. Extend it approximately. Okay, we're gonna set a keyframe here, and then one at the beginning here. So this is on the first clip, the one that includes the entire run, that includes the real background. So on the first one, we're going to have opacity is going to be 100, so it's not see-through at all. And then on the second one, second keyframe, right here, we're going to drop the opacity down to 0, so that way it's completely see-through. So basically all we're doing is fading out this video. So instead of cutting from the real background to the fake one, it's just gonna fade and you're not gonna notice it. Let's go opacity down to 0. So now This clip, the background fades into the next one. Boom. That's it. Just gonna crop it all down. This one I'll just split, delete, delete, delete. Perfect. And we're going to hit the arrow in the top right to export it. And that's all there is to it. Now you know the secret to getting through platform 9 3/4. Make sure to share this video with all your Muggle friends, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!